Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Elena Shvab and I'm a head designer based in London. Today is my second live video and I would like to welcome you all in my studio, sort of like behind the scenes, showing you the process of hat making, showing what I'm working on. And today I would like to share the process of hat making is a very important step of what to do before you remove a blocked hat of the hat block. It's quite important step. It's a small step, but it's quite important step that makes your hat looks perfect. In my previous video, I was explaining how to stiffen felts with a water-based stiffen, and thank you so much who joined me during that live video, and thank you all for amazing questions you asked, and I replied to all these questions. I hope they were very helpful. So this is one of the felts that I was stiffening last week, and now it's already blocked in this beautiful pillbox hat, which is going to be a bridal hat for my client that is getting married before Christmas on the 23rd, which is very romantic. So I have a couple of days to finish this hat before I deliver it to her. But while I continue working, I really want to go live and share this little step with you and hope it will be very helpful. So for those who are interested how to block classic pillbox hats, I have an amazing online course tutorial where I show step by step of how to stiffen, block, secure, how to put the rope inside to secure the hat, including the step that I'm sharing with you now. Also how to stitch the petersham ribbon, how to correctly remove the hat block, the hat off the hat block, and many very important details in order to make a perfect classic pillbox hat. I'll leave the link in the description under this video once I'm finished with the live video. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact. I'm happy to reply all your questions and give more information about the course. So let's go start about this little detail that I would like to share with you. First of all, so after I stiffen the felt, which I'm showing in my previous video, you can just go later and have a look at that video. I blocked the felt and let it dry. It's very much important that the felt is dry before we continue to this step. So I had to wait a couple of hours, leaving the felt next to the heater, just to help to speed up the process of drying the felt, because let's face it, it does take quite some time for felt to dry. So one important thing before we remove is that sometimes we can feel these little folds right here. You might not really see them, but if you close your eyes and you put your hand and you sort of like go around, you can feel little bumps which needs to be flattened in order to achieve a really perfect finishing hat. Usually on top is fine because we've been stretching and moving the felt down underneath. But here, because there's so much of materials and so many folds, sometimes it's really hard to make this particular part look perfect and stretch it to the level where we don't really have any folds or bumps. So how do I flatten this part? For this, we're gonna need just regular cotton towel, tap water with a spray bottle, and iron. Medium heat, no steam, just regular basic dry iron. So what do I do first? I apply some water on the towel. So this is called wet cloth technique. Well, I don't know, I call it this way. I'm not sure if it's an actual term, but I call it wet cloth technique. This is like old school ironing. When I was a little girl, I used to use a very thin fabric and spray a little bit of water on top of that and then iron clothes because we didn't really have steam iron back then. So really reminds me of my childhood in a way. So we apply water, not too much, because we don't want to wet the felt. We just want to help create steam. So that's why you apply a little bit of water so that the cloth is damp but not wet. And then I'm going to see where the bumps and folds are, and then I'm going to place the cloth, damp cloth, on top of it. And can you hear that? That's what we're aiming for. That means that it's working and we're creating steam. So I'm pressing with the iron. I'm pressing and ironing, flattening the folds. And you iron towards the inside, not towards the other side, not towards this side, but towards the inside, so that folds move here. And just a little bit of ironing, I can already feel that the bumps are disappearing. All you have to do is just press with the iron. If you don't press, you don't really doing anything. So remember, steam, you really need this sound, like this sound, and pressing inside. You really have to press the fabric, because if you don't press, you don't flatten the folds. Nice. Oh, that's lovely. And well, I can just add a little bit more water on the towel, and then I just go all the way around, just like that. And hello everyone who joined me live. It's lovely to see you. Well, I can't see you, but I see that you're there, and that's really nice. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions during this session, if I can read the question, I'm happy to reply. If not, I'll reply in the comments later. Do let me know which country you're from, what's your experience in hat making, what would you like to learn, and you know, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your background and how did you start hat making? Is it a hobby, or is it your profession, or you want to change your current job and become a hat maker? I would love to hear your stories. And I became a hat maker after I graduated from textile college. So I was a textile designer at the beginning. And then I wanted something different in my career, and I decided, well, why won't I just try hat making? Because it's a perfect combination of art, textiles, design, and I found that it's a really amazing craft that gives you so much flexibility. And 10 years later, here I am. So now I can see that well, I finished pressing the felt. I finished pressing the felt, and again I can close my eyes and feel. Okay, I might need a little bit more here, because sometimes it's really hard to see the folds, especially if it's a white material. So it helps with the touch of your fingers to feel if there are any imperfections that you need to press with the iron. Okay, well, I think I'm pretty much happy with that, and now all the section looks perfect to me. And before I remove the felt, I can do one more thing, and I would advise everyone to do that, because the felt after that looks amazing. It's very simple to do, but it's very, very effective. So what we need for that is steam iron, and a brush. Just any brush, any stiff brush, shoe brush will work, toothbrush will work, nail brush, whatever you have available at home. So I'm just giving a little bit of steam to open up the fiber of the felt, because while during what's the word for that? Blocking, during blocking, we press the felt a lot, so it does look really, really miserable right now. So what I do, I steamed, and I'm pressing with the brush, and I'm brushing the felt. And I just hope that you might see that. I don't know, but you can trust me. It looks much nicer, softer. Looks fluffy. In a way, wool felt now looks like it's a fur felt. And if you brush it really well, it will you will achieve the result. So I'm just gonna give a little bit of steaming on the side. And there. And I'm gonna continue brushing. Really press with the brush. I'm not gonna damage the felt. The felt is quite strong material, but this will help for the finishing touch. Okay, that's nice. And well, to be fair, this is it. Pressing with the iron and a wet cloth, and then steaming and brushing the felt, and it looks absolutely perfect. Soft, pressed, flattened, absolute perfection. For my personal next step, what I'm gonna do, I am applying fabric on the felt. So before I remove the blocked shape, I will first use a domat fabric. It's I would say it's a underneath lining fabric. I don't know how to explain, but it's really soft on top. It's really soft on top, and it's a must-have fabric before you apply any other fabric that you want to cover the felt with. I'm using Duchess sateen, beautiful, nice Duchess sateen. So before I apply Duchess sateen on the felt, because for me felt right now is a base, I would put domat first to make the surface softer, and then I would apply fabric so that you can see the texture of the felt underneath. And plus the hat will look softer and nicer and more professionally looking. So of course I would need to stretch the folds later, but yeah, that's the idea. But if you're not applying any fabrics, the next step is you cut the fabric, you cut the felt, and you carefully remove the pillbox of the hat block. All of these steps, well, except the fabric, all of the steps are in my online course, where you learn how to stiffen, how to block, how to secure, how to correctly remove the pillbox of the hat block. You learn how to stitch the petersham ribbon inside, how to put the elastic to secure the hat on a hat. And you can apply these skills to any pillbox shapes, which we all know. I think that there are plenty of different styles. And if you have any questions, please do ask. The link for the online course will be in the description. And I hope today this live video about the last preparation of the felt before removing you of the hat block was useful. And thank you so much. Have a lovely day or evening, depending where you are. And I'll see you soon in my studio. Bye.